What is up, guys? It is Bob Blabla, and holy crap, a ton of Black Ops 2 information is flooding the market today, and I want to break down the Black Ops 2 PICK-10 system. Now, if you don't know what this is, I did a video on it on what I thought it would be, and they've even done a better job than I ever expected. Their way of balancing the perk system and the attachments and the guns is pretty damn incredible. I'm really impressed by what they came up with, and I'm going to break it down for you today. If you want more in-depth Black Ops 2 videos where I can cover the perks, the kill streaks, all that stuff, there's a lot of it out there already, so I don't know if I'm going to do that, but if you guys want it, let me know in the comments, hit that like button, show me support, and if you want it, I can do that. But let me give you my take on the PICK-10 system, exactly how it works, and why it's so great. So essentially, you see the screen here. This is the created class from Black Ops 2, and there's a few things you should know. Well, a lot of it at first glance looks like all the other games. If you look at it, there's a gun, there's attachment, there's a secondary. Then you have your 3 perk tiers, your lethal, and your tactical grenade. But what they've done is rather than balance things out by, you get 1 perk in each perk tier, you get 1 grenade, you get 1 tactical, throw all that out the window. You now get 10 points to allocate however you want. A perk equals a point. A gun equals a point. An attachment equals a point. A secondary equals a point. And it all balances out great. But initially, when this first came out, a lot of people thought, wow, there's easy ways I could see this becoming overpowered. You know, people were like, wow, you could end up with 6 awesome perks and an awesome gun and just throw out your secondary. But it's not that simple because they threw in what's called wild cards, which is genius. So basically, you're not going to be able to create an overpowered or completely overpowered setup because of these wild cards. So let me explain how it works. Let's say you wanted your primary weapon, in this case, the Type 25. So that's 1 point gone. Then you wanted a sight. That's another point, or a suppressor, anything. But here's the cool part. Some of the perks that you're used to, for instance, quick draw, the ability to bring up your gun faster, or sleight of hand, which is now called fast hands, both of those are now gun attachments. They're no longer perks. So if you want to add that gun attachment, you're going to have to add a second attachment to your gun, which, boom, that's another point. But here's the catch. If you want a third attachment, which you can do, let's say you want a suppressor and extended mags, which was my favorite class in Modern Warfare 3, but I also want sleight of hand. I now have to use a wild card because a third attachment you cannot do without using a wild card, and a wild card takes another point. So that's a big deal, guys. It keeps you very balanced. So all of a sudden, if I wanted a fully maxed out gun, 1 point for my Type 25, 1 point for my suppressor, 1 point for my extended mags, then I have to use a wild card, and then I should have another point for fast hands if I want sleight of hand. That's 5 points gone already. So you can see how quickly these points go up. Now what I would do, what I'm thinking is, okay, I don't need a secondary. There's so many guns laying around. I don't need to pick up a gun. So what I'm going to do is skip that. I'm not going to waste any points on a secondary because a secondary is a point and any attachments for that secondary is a point. So I'm going to skip that. Let's go to my perks. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm not going to go in depth into every perk in Black Ops 2. If you want me to in a future video, like I said, just let me know. But for instance, in this guy, he chose Ghost and Lightweight. Well, what that means is not only, by the way, Ghost, it's a UAV jammer just like Ghost of the Past or Assassin, but it only works while you're moving, which is genius. And a Lightweight obviously makes you move faster. So he chose both, but that means you'll see that wild card there where it says Perk 1 Greed. He had to use a wild card for that. So that's another point. Perk 2, he put on Cold-Blooded, which is resistance to targeting systems. And then Perk 3 used Dead Silence. Now, let's say I want to have 6 perks, which you can do in this game. You can start with 6 perks. What I would do is get rid of my lethal grenade, get rid of my tactical grenade, and get rid of my secondary. Okay? So what I can do then is use wild cards, and you can actually line up 6 perks. But in order to do that, you're going to need 6 points, 1 for each perk, and 3 wild cards. So that would be 9 points. That means all you would have left is 1 point for your primary weapon. So in order to have 6 perks, essentially you're going to have a naked gun and nothing else. So you're going to have to go pick up other people's weapons to get really good guns. And so you're giving up a lot, but it's not that crazy. I mean, there's so many good guns around. One thing I could see that would be pretty smart is have one of your buddies set up a really good gun and then have him kill himself. You go pick up his gun, and now you have 6 perks. And if you have Scavenger, you have an awesome gun and unlimited bullets, basically, because you can run around and pick them up. That would be something you could do to kind of trick the system. But other than that, it's really balanced. If you're playing by yourself, or, you know, obviously a lot of your friends aren't going to want to kill themselves for you, it's a pretty damn balanced setup because I've been doing this in my head. How in the hell am I going to set this up the best? Because I want everything. I want the specialist, which, by the way, I do not believe is coming back. You know what I mean? I want all these awesome perks combined. And guys, if I do a perk breakdown, I said do, haha. You guys will be amazed. They've balanced the perks like crazy. There's no more, like Assassin is now like 3 or 4 different perks. You cannot find a single overpowered perk in this game. There's a couple perks that are kind of weak, but nothing crazy that like Assassin in Modern Warfare 3 that's super overpowered. So let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think of the PICK-10 system? What are you going to do? I know for me, I'm probably going to have a really powerful primary weapon. I'm going to skip the secondary. And I'm probably going to I'm going to skip my tactical grenade probably, maybe even my lethal, and really try and beef up on the perks. I can already tell you, Ghost Lightweight for me is awesome. If you're a rusher, being able to not show up on UAVs and to be able to move fast, that is awesome. And guys, you're going to see a lot of UAVs in this game. Another small thing they've added, UAV, if you call in a UAV and your teammates get kills, you get what's called a UAV assist. So I think you're going to be seeing a lot more UAVs called in this game, which will make Ghost, if you're a rusher, more powerful. Now, if you're not moving, Ghost isn't going to help you, so it's going to be pretty damn balanced. So let me know in the comments what you think of the PICK-10 system, and like I said, let me know what you're going to do, what your perfect class is going to be, and let me know if you're excited about it. I'm actually getting pretty excited, guys. This is a pretty cool system, and I'm impressed by what they did. So that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, if you want to see more Black Ops 2, hit that like button, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take it easy.